2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Who lowered the volume again? Going to play. Maybe it's good for me. It's lowering my volume. What sound devices? Input volume. Oh, that should be. Oh, okay. Yes, now it is. It's doing the gain. Forgot to turn on the gain. Okie dokie. So what's up? What's up? What shall we do today? So I started looking into profiling, and that looks like a good moment to get into it, especially Tracy. So Tracy is not a person, it's a profiling tool. Wait, what? No, that. No data? Are you kidding me? Stream health. Oh no, it's excellent. Why did it say no data? All right. And bada boom. So let's start up with Tracy profiling. And what is this? Developers. IRE.org. Profiling GPUs using Vulkan. Okay. Oh, I already have rendered doc. Android GPUs. The Android AGI. Okay, I haven't done this actually. Let's try this AGI. How does it work? Added support Windows. Okay, let's get the Windows installer. YX86. Who still ships 32-bit applications? And Android GPU inspector. Let's see if this is any help. So I'm gonna start the device. Did it start it? Or did I switch it off? What happened? Did I switch it off? No idea. What the? Yeah, I think I switched it off. And switching it on again. Yeah, I never know whether it is on or off. Okay, so where is the ADB? That's the one. Help improve by sending usage statistics. Help identify issues by sending crash reports. Automatically check AGR. Include unstable developers. Yeah, that sounds fine to me. Capture system profiler. So let's start with the system profiler. Capture a new trace. What do I have to do? So you give me three options, two big options, and then there is a new trace. Open, capture. Well, let's do this. This device is not supported. Why? And may be caused by using an older device or unsupported operating system. GPU profiling support not detected. GPU profiling support not detected. What does that mean? GPU profiling service. What if I enable this? Yes, do it. And what about now? Oops. Oh, this, what the reload. Ah, well, it's probably not fully supported anyway. Skip device validation. Device successfully validated. Okay. Let's go with choppy. Yes, main activity, main. Yep. That's the one. There are no additional arguments. Android frame boundary extension. Oh, okay. I didn't know about this one. Enable using use Android frame boundary extension. What is that? Android frame extension. It's a device extension that helps tools such as debugger to group queue submissions per frame and in non-trivial scenarios. Typically when VQ present is not relevant frame boundary delimiter. Oh, okay. So how does it work? New structures, there are no new functions. So how does it work? Spec, frame boundary, VK submit. Okay, there is a VK. So it extends device features. Okay, that's fine. And then submit and present. It extends with this thing. Frame ID, image count, buffer counts, tag name. Aha. So a submit. Wait. Frame ID. Okay. So for every submission, you need to specify which frame it is, which kind of makes sense. I've got only one submission at a time, so that should be good enough on my case. Duration 5 seconds. Start manually. Okay, fixed performance mode. What is that? No idea. Output directory. Output directory. So what is it going to generate? A perfetto. So if you generate the perfetto, then I'm gonna give you a perfetto. Perfetto captures. Okay, that's it. So it's initializing the app. Good. Okay, so far captured 1 byte. So nothing is starting up here. I didn't capturing. Press start to begin capture, but you didn't even start the app. Bro. Let's try again. Okay, initializing. There you go. Select here to turn on hands. Move your hands to aim the cursor and press volume button. What? And it's all so black here. What the heck? And this failed again. Let's give it a third trial. There you go. One byte captured. And it's all black here. Like there's literally no app running. Okay, let me try. Oh. Wait, what? Controller's not working. Damn. Stop it again. Stop the capture. Okay. Quit. Please quit everything. I'm gonna try running it by itself. Oh, it's not responding. I see. Maybe it's broken. What happened? I think it was working yesterday. And it's dead again. So close. Okay, that's it. Now it's closed. No casting. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna open under the studio and maybe throw in another build. Ah, no. Oh. Wrong one. Stop, 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 stop. The plan was to implement Tracy, but then we're getting stuck in the Android profiler. I'm just gonna give it a quick go. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna quickly switch back to plan with the Tracy. Let's do like this. I'm gonna run it on the side. And multitask the Tracy documentation. So GitHub Tracy. Oh, here it is. So that's what I was expecting. I'm gonna come back over here and stop running this. So I'm gonna stop running that instance and let AGI run it. Nothing? Why is everything not working? Like, what's that should be super easy. Run, and that's it. Why is it struggling to start the application? Stop. So let's configure GPU, frame life cycle, Vulkan CPU timing, force tracing to a file on the device, switch to advanced mode. Ooh. I don't know what to say. I don't know. So let me stop that. Why are you not able? So that is choppy. This action main. I don't know. Let's try. Egan, yeah, you first today. This is odd. Start this? Do I need to press start? No, because what is it even capturing? The app's not even running. What did you capture? There's literally nothing to capture. Oh, here. Wait. Here it is. But what? How did it take so long? Okay. Let's capture another one. Okay, let's begin. Tracing failed. What? Invalid consumer made read buffers. I have no idea what is it happening. I'm gonna exit. Exit and stop any process. Let's give it another try. And let's duration 5 seconds. Start at beginning time. After 100 seconds, let's say after 15 seconds or 10. After 10 seconds, and give me 10 seconds. Let's go. Well, what did you even capture? Nothing. So nothing was captured, but the application keeps running. Well, it's not really running, it's just stuck. It is stuck in there. So you broke the application and then you just went away. Okay, that's not working. Let's see. Does Android GPU Inspector work with MetaQuest? Supported. MetaQuest 2 and 3 both run Android-based OpenGL. Limitations and features like detailed hardware counters are incomplete. Set up, enable developer mode, connect via OK, ACGI. Well, that isn't really working. Yeah, Snapdragon's profile is also pretty underwhelming. Got that too. I really wish it worked as it should. Yeah, I've got that too. So start a new session, connect. Maybe it's better if I close this first. Okay, flame graph visualization, snapshot, GPU frame, system trace, real-time performance. I don't know. Let's see a system trace. Yeah, I've tried it many times, honestly. It's flat screen. Yeah, maybe. Perfetto trace. Like, why don't you let me select all of them? Like, I have to come over here and pick one at a time. Whoever developed this was evil, for sure. GPU GPU stalls. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Okay, it is not listed. Cool. It lets me launch one. And it takes ages to just filter. Enable performance hints for Vulkan API traces. Ah. Go. While studios investing. Hey, Kiburichi. Well, welcome, man. So did it start? Start capture. Let's start a capture. Let's move around and stop. So what did we get? What is this? So what am I supposed to do now? Like, what? I just don't understand this tool. Real time. Let's do the real time one. Oh, hell no. I've done it multiple times. It always ends like this. Chromatic aberration. I also have a Qualcomm profiler, which I didn't really understand if it's in the new one. So I don't know. Qualcomm is so bad. Like, the website is so slow. Connect to the device. Quest 3. Yeah, exactly. It feels like it's almost the same as the developer hub. Add device. So what am I supposed to do now? Connect remote device. Qualcomm profiler. Okay, I don't understand. What are you profiling for? Yeah, just want to introduce some profiling because just see how it's performing overall. Just it's not a lot of code anyway. Just the render loop. Yeah, this is pretty much useless. So the plan was really to get Tracy in, but I got curious and wanted to try some other profiling. And they all failed me again, over and over again. So I'm gonna be back on track and give this a go. I think I watched half of the presentation. And the quest has a very hard limit to 500,000 triangles. So it's very very bad from the starting point. Yeah, indirect draw. I don't know why it's so expensive. Like beyond the 200 draw calls, it starts to fall apart. But also beyond a certain number of triangles. I'm not even sure it's triangles, it's vertices. So there is a hard limit. Let's see. What's the max number of triangles Quest 3 can render? A safe budget is around 1 to 2 million triangles. That's not true. You can sometimes 3 to 5. What? No, that's just BS. What tools can I use to measure overdraw? Yeah, you got it pretty hard. I did some limit tests a while ago, and on the Quest 3, yeah, if I've had seen the 2 million trees on Quest to run like 2 millions. Oh well, that's were you rendering like 2 millions at the same time? Because I think overdraw really makes things worse. Also, I have MSIA enabled, so maybe that is also making things a bit worse for the performance. Let's go back to the documentation. Already have it. Alright, so I'm gonna go through the manual. This is sometimes very interesting with MSA that I've never fully investigated. Having 4 times performs better than 1 or 2. Huh. Yeah, that's there's also something about bins. So maybe 4 times works better with binning. I don't know. Oh yeah, maybe it's just optimized hardware. Well, I mean, hardware really isn't. It doesn't really have a custom hardware anyway, so it's I don't know if they can tweak the hardware at an operating system level. All right, so let's bring that in. Shallow progress. So where do I put that? I can. Where do I need it? Wonder if it's enough if I put it in here. Maybe I can put it across all the modules. So maybe I can make a directory for Tracy. Or, yeah, let me try putting it. Tracy, yeah, I can make a module. So just like all of the other ones, open in Explorer. One experiment run in the past was using a large vertex buffer for every model and runtime generate the index buffer with compute every frame and merge all the meshes. All meshes every frame and run better than indirect locals. Okay. And you can trivially implement triangle culling too. Need to get to the point where I can implement that natively in my engine. Don't work well in a real engine because I don't have binderless textures. It was expensive stuff in the pixel shader. Okay, yeah, that's something that I've thought about. Like I could probably generate like it could be all generated in GPU, but maybe not every frame. Yeah, the thing with indexed rendering with indexed is that doesn't really work well with cubes because it makes things much more complicated. But then when you have a cube And especially with especially if you want to map to different portions that are detached. So if you have, let's say this is the top, and if you create a cube like this, that is going to have then what is the bottom and the back. Well, you're gonna have discontinuities. So how would you handle it? So all you have is 1, 2, 3, one face at a time. I'm not sure it makes much of a sense to reuse. So that you have a duplicate, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't really thought too deep about it. What is this? Oh, Bing. Bingy bongy. Let's see. I'm never able to spell this name. Altonen. Alto. Let's see. But let's talk about. Okay, where is the talk? Ah, not logged in. The geometry geniuses draw are unoptimal choices. Geometry shaders outstrip. It's a big amount of procedural cubes in the multi-view as follows. At startup, you fill the index buffer with max amount of cubes. Never modify this index buffer at runtime. No vertex buffer? Okay. Geometry shader, oh, okay. So no geometry shader, okay. No vertex buffer, okay. Use the vertex ID in the shader, divided by 8, okay. Yeah, that's a local vertex position. This is just a few ALU in the vertex shaders. Use indirect draw call to control mobile side. Only 3 faces can be visible. Yeah, but how would you set the UVs based on the type, right? I wonder if non-indexed draws are underperformed on Quest. Yeah, I can try to go with vertex or the index buffers, but so this is much more complicated. And then how do I set the vertex buffer, the UVs? That's the problem, all right? Based on the type of the cube, I need to pick a different material. Like, it's not a different material, but it's from the texture. So I have something like this, and then I need to pick from the top face. That is the top face, and then this is the sides, and then for the water only has the top. Yeah, that's a pretty good thought, and I've thought about it, like, which is what I'm doing actually in the generation. Where is the generation? So it makes even more sense with chunked, because what all you can do at the beginning is a big, like, cube, is a big volume with all the points inside. Yeah, a lot of points, and then these are just indices, and then from those indices you can create the cubes. And then in the volume space itself, I do all the reasoning. So this is an n by n, which is 32 by 32 blocks, and each block, so it's not even thinking in terms of vertices. So each block can be of a type, and then it has a height computed by the Perlin noise, with a number of octaves. Then it determines whether it's below or over the water level. If it's below the water level, then the block would be water instead of air. Otherwise, it will remain air. And if it's below the terrain level, then it's gonna be dirt or grass in this case. And then here it computes. So there is a special case for the water where this is computing the neighborhood. The special case is the water, which is going to test only against air. And yeah, if it's air, then it's gonna set. Yeah, this is checking whether whether the neighbors are air. If any of them is air, then this will be used in the generation in the generation of the faces. And this is checking whether any of the surrounding is itself. So if it's different than itself, than anything else, then it will create a boundary, which maybe you should test only for air. Well, in this case, it's testing for air and water. If there is grass, and so if there is any solid block, it should obviously treat it as the same. If it's rock, then it should not draw the boundary anyway. So there's a bit of improvement needed here for adding more blocks. Yeah, so I wonder if non-index draw are underperforming. Yeah, I don't know. Let's think of this is the time where I want to do all of these tests before diving into gameplay. So yeah, okay. Let's dive right back into the Tracy module. So Tracy will have, is it gonna appear here? No, it won't appear if it doesn't recognize anything. I'm gonna steal something from, so who is the closest module? Encoder, graphics. Yeah, maybe this one. Okay, that's the module. So the module is gonna fetch Tracy. Master. Yeah, I think master is fine. Then I'm gonna add Tracy, and add its library. Is it interface? Probably object, because it's gonna have. So I think the suggested was, in the video at least, was to have, yeah, Tracy client. Oh wait, is it already? Is it already built? Okay, Tracy client. Okay, so maybe it's already building. So interface. I don't know if the interface is good. Let's say add library. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it object and link the library. And that is going to be Tracy client. Include. So if I include Tracy, is it going to also include the headers? Hopefully. Available options, Tracy enable. Option Tracy enable. Is it on by default? Tracy on demand. Well, I'm gonna leave it like this. Actually, I could just add it to the app. Why am I making it so complicated? I could just add it here. So what's to be included? Tracy client. Well, that might be enough. We'll comment this out and have it as a dependency. Tracy client Fortran. Hey, 42. Welcome back. No source given. Aha. Okay, maybe I don't even need to do. Yeah, I might not even need to do this. We have Tracy client and we can just use it. Yep, not first this time. But still second. That's good, right? Can't able to watch the stream. So we should have it at least. So the second step is client discovery. Why so many info? I don't need all of this stuff. Just give me a simple usage. Okay. Guess it's time to ask the big guy. Show me how to use Tracy for profiling. Yep, okay. Yep, done that. So tracy.hpp. Start you up on Quest. Okay, Vulkan context, good. So include Tracy. Tracy. Okay. Then make a scoped zone. Scope that. Scope this. State, scope that. Scope. Okay. And update. Scope this. I'm just randomly scoping all the functions. Okay. So I'm gonna run it and see what happens. Okay. So where is the client now? I'm on desktop now. No, stop. Tracy, okay. Ah, the Tracy profiler going. So where is that? Do I need to build it? That should be the built one. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see, where do I see Tracy going? Tracy. Okay. How do I visualize? Run tracy.exe. There's nothing like that. Tracy capture. Update. Tracy profiler. Okay. It's a complex tool, many features, can be difficult to discover all of them. Your own achievement system will guide you. Would you like to enable achievement system? Thanks. Okay, so it is capturing incompatible protocol. Use 76 required 74. Ugh. Okay, I need to. Damn. So this is okay. I need to rebuild using the right version. This is 0.12.2. And that should, okay, this is already a tag. Tracy 0.12.2, okay, let's rerun it. The new tag. And I guess I can keep this open. Good. We're getting data. That's nice. Nice. So the next step is going to be getting the data from Android, which is the one that's struggling the most. How do we zoom in? Okay, this is already a very good view. Oh, no, too small. So that's the main. So that's the tick. If you are your app with administrator mode, oh, okay. Well, it's a good start. Why did this take so long? They're not very even. Ah. There's a gap here. Okay, it's very curious. They don't have the same timing. They're very different in timing. All right. Let's see. Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna stop here. And yeah, we'll go from here on the next time. Profiling is doing a good job. Yeah, reprojection, not really. I mean, reprojection, this is running on the desktop, so there is no. But I've just started, so I guess we'll have much more to learn about this. Oh, there's also big gap. Cool. Catch you next time. At least we got something working. See you guys.